Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, it's been a while. Hey, Creepsville. I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh boy. Y'all, I have not streamed in over a couple weeks now. I was moving into a new house, and I'm all mostly settled, like 90% settled. But then I didn't really have any opportunities to stream, and I didn't have my desk set up, and so I decided to not stream for a while. But a couple weeks ago, uh, someone pinged me about maybe providing a little backstory to their character, and I said, sure, why not? Oh, shit. Mir, you always scare the shit out of me when you do that. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. You're no longer support staff for Emerald Plains, but now a developer for Emerald Plains. My room is echoing, but it's fine. I'm sorry about that. I need to do something. So newer houses, are, shall we say, thinner walls. And so I need to get some sound panels in here. I was hoping, I set up my bookcase, my bookshelf today. Well, yesterday and today, and I was hoping that would kind of numb some of it, but it doesn't seem to be helping too much. But I don't really have much in my room right now for this, so I do apologize if there's a little bit of an echo. I don't know if there's a mixer thing I can do to fix that, but I apologize that it will be a little echoey. I am ordering some acoustic panels, and I'm going to try to make it so it's not as echoey in here. But I noticed that as well. I noticed that when I was on some work calls today downstairs in another room. But yes, I will be working on that. But you all will have to bear with me. I still needed to get this storyline started because our friend has been waiting for us to get the storyline started, so their storyline doesn't get stale. So, but yes, I apologize for a little bit more echoey in this house. The walls are definitely thinner in a newer house compared to my old house. But there are ways around it. There are ways around it. I appreciate you letting me know immediately, because I'm going to have to listen back to the VOD when I'm done and see if there's anything I can do. I do wonder, though, if there is something I can do with my beacon mic software. I don't really want to mess with it right now, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. You left Hang 'em High as a dev. You wrote a massive Dear John letter to them. Well, they're kind of on hiatus now anyway. They went offline for a bit, and people are doing weddings and stuff, and so that's why everyone kind of from there moved to New Haven. At least those who were trying to stick around and keep some storylines going. But they have some work to do if they want to restart things, for sure. But anyway, if you all are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Mock, and here we like to play through story-driven games. We like to roleplay, and between all that, we do some random one-off palate cleanser type games. But tonight we are back in Red Dead RP. It's been a while. It's been 2 months, in fact, since I've done Red Dead RP. Over 2 months. I did try one character on this server, and I was like, the server's okay. And my character was okay. But now I'm doing this in support of another character story, a friend's character story, so. You left before they went on hiatus. You had a lot going on IRL, and then when nobody reached out to ask you questions, you were like, yeah, you can't stay here. Oh, that's too bad. Hope everything's going okay. I will say that the Hang 'em High staff, I think they were kind of flying by the seat of their pants a little bit there. I still think the RP on the server was outstanding. and they just needed to kind of buff up some of the mechanics or remove some of the bugs and stuff to kind of support the RP. Ox was a good solid story. Ah, but you weren't around for the whole thing now, were you? Because he became Rex in the end. Well, his story didn't quite get finished. I was disappointed, but I wasn't able to move to a new server with the same character in that sense. So, long story short, you were dealing with your taxes. They weren't filed properly, and then the IRS tried to hit you with another 1K. Well, that sucks. Knock on wood, I've never been audited. And my taxes aren't too complex. I mean, I do some tricky financial things for my retirement, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward for me. I don't have any kids, and I'm not married. This next year is going to be... You weren't audited. IRS failed to reach out to your CPA properly. I'm actually not surprised on that with how much cuts the federal government has been doing. I'm not surprised at all, if I'm honest. I don't want to get too political here, but what the fuck is going on in Washington right now? You're still curious about check out Hang 'em High now that you have a PC? Just installed your SSD today. Nice. And you got Red Dead Redemption 2 downloaded. Next is Rockstar Launcher, Redm, and TeamSpeak. Yep. Then you'll be all set up. I don't think the server's up right now, Mir. I think it'll probably not be till after the end of summer. If they come back. But there's definitely other servers to check out, like this one. Hey, Gaze, how are you doing? Gaze a Niner? Gaze a Niner, I'm guessing. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. We're going to get kicked off here shortly, but it's been like a few weeks since I've streamed, so I'm kind of catching up with chat here. They're on hiatus. Yep. There are many other servers. I didn't actually see that Emerald ones you were talking about on the list. Are they live yet? Emerald. They're not in the Redm list right now. They went in on a rebuild. Okay. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen them on the list. I knew it was Emerald something, and every time I've searched when you talked about it a few months back. I'm always interested in trying out new servers and seeing what ideas servers have. Emerald Plains has a lot of people from Ranch, Dakota River Bend, and more. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too into public servers. I just feel there's too many people, too many bugs, and not enough people follow the rules. So I'm much more into whitelisted servers. So hopefully Emerald Plains will be whitelisted. Okay, cool. Mir, thanks again for the resub. It did scare me. I think I have that too loud of an alert in my thing, but okay, let's get to the topic here. Don't mind you lurking while you're doing dinner. No worries. You're from State of New Harmony Discord server. Okay, cool. Thanks so much for the follow there. I appreciate that. You just don't want any weird servers like the map weird one like the whole marketplace and Emerald Ranch. Yeah, when they just plop down props that are kind of out of place, it's really hard for me to play. That one was Prodigy, and they just decided to throw props everywhere apparently. So it's too out of place. I don't mind an extra building here or there as long as it blends in pretty well. I love the interiors on New Haven, or I'm sorry, on Hang 'em High. I loved a lot of the new interiors that they purchased. Those kind of things, as long as they blend in well. But there was a server I played on that just had a really weird out of place, like giant hotel on the Blackwater docks, that sort of stuff. It just threw me. Prodigy gave you the vibe of Wizard of Oz and the whole weird out-of-place town. Yeah, I never actually played it. I just, I didn't actually play on Prodigy. A couple people were looking at it while we were waiting for Hang 'em High to come out. But, you just want a simple-ish map with great community and RP potential. Yeah, that's my style too. For those new to my stream, I'm kind of a casual, slow burn RPer who loves my immersion, and so when things kind of pull me out of the immersion, I don't like it as much. So this particular character on this server is going to be a little bit more focused, and I'm going to ignore some opinions that I had when I played it a month or so ago, 2 months ago actually now. So anyway, so I was contacted to see if I could assist with someone's backstory, a character from their backstory, and I said yes, absolutely. And I said that right as I was about to move, and so I haven't really gotten to it until now. But the character's name is Jeremy White, and some people might recognize the last name, but I'm not going to spoil anything right now. I'm just gonna kind of go into it and go from there. So yeah, let us switch over some audio stuff here. And again, sorry if there is a little bit of an echo. I do apologize for that. Oh, hello, horse. Crossing in front of our... it's funny. They don't really show all the overlays and stuff in this character select menu, but that's fine. That's fine. Let me make sure I'm in TeamSpeak. I am. And I got my buttons all fixed for the server because their adjustment for the voice distance is page up, which is in the absolutely most horrible place on the keyboard to go and try to click it while you're, in the middle of writing or moving your mouse around while you're writing or whatever. All right, so Jeremy White, he is a pig farmer. He is a pig farmer from West Virginia. He's, 50, 51, somewhere right in there. And he's a family man. He's got 5 children. Here, that's a better look at old Jeremy here. Can't really zoom in much further than that. Oh, well, okay, I kind of can. There we go. There's a good look at Jeremy. So he's a little bit downtrodden. He's a little bit threadbare. He's getting on in years, as you can see. He's a very traditional farmer. He does like his drink, so we'll see how that works out on this server. I did get him set up with some basics because that's all he really needs for this storyline. We got some pie for free and some water for free, but pork and beans, which is a staple of pig farmers everywhere. He's got a basic gun. He's got some rope, a knife, a lantern. We also bought a horse, and he also has some very, very cheap whiskey that he brought with him from West Virginia. He's probably spent a lot of money in his life on booze, on shine, or as they call it over there, white lightning, or corn liquor. Whichever, the cheapest is usually some sort of corn whiskey, historically speaking. But yeah, so he's come into the state looking for one of his children. He has 5 of them, and one of them left 8 or so years ago, and he's looking for them. You've been slowly working more and more on Runa and what her whole thing can be. You dealt with the page up and page down for voice level and Dust and Dreams. Yeah, I mapped it to a mouse button, so I can just click a mouse button. I don't know if you can see it at the bottom middle there. I'm flipping between it right now, but I guess I should test if it works. Testing if this works. Okay, his mouth is moving and the whisper thing works, so that means TeamSpeak and Salty Chat are working. Where'd that damn horse go? I guess I should put on some of my gear too while I'm here, right? Alright, I'll put the gun on, I'll put the knife on, I'll put that on. I'll leave the lantern off. It's funny, they were in Saint Denis when he rolled into town and I went and bought bullets. I was like, I couldn't remember from when I streamed a couple months ago on Xander. I couldn't remember. One of the bullets was $5 and one of them was $1. And so I bought one of each, and they were both just one bullet in my pocket. I was like, oh man, and then I actually used the item, and it was 100 bullets, so we're good to go for a while. Is this Horse's distant cousin? Maybe it is a saddler. I think Horse was a saddler. This is Dirt. And he is old as dirt. He is old as dirt. It was the cheapest one he could find in the stables when he got here. He left the old family horse back at the farm, but he did sell one of his prized breeding pigs to get here. But yeah, old as dirt, looks like dirt. So I don't know where anybody is in this state. When I was here, out of character, when I was here on Xander 2 months ago, I ran into people everywhere. So I guess we'll start wandering around, see if we can find some people, and see if they can lead us to our child. Because things have been happening back home in West Virginia, and they need to know. I will say, you all are used to me playing kind of characters with some depth to them, and there's a little depth to Jeremy here, but not really. And I will say early, he's a bit of an asshole. And I'm gonna try not to offend anybody, but just know that this is another player's backstory that I am trying to do justice to. It's not a character that I'm creating for, my own personal beliefs or opinions or something like that. I'm literally playing a character to help somebody else's story. So that's what's going on with this character. Hey, Fear. Good to see you. How are things down under? Hope you're enjoying your visit and your time there. Well, there are some farms around here in the Heartlands. Yeah, he got off the train in Saint Denis and he's like, get me out of this damn city. Actually, he probably wouldn't cuss. He probably wouldn't cuss. Also, my voice is just a little tired today, but I have been sucking back on some white tea. And I took a little bit of a nap after work today, so hopefully it'll last me at least through some initial interactions here. I don't know how long we're going to go. It really depends. This is going to be completely organic tonight. There are zero plans. I've let the player know that that the character is in the state. That's it. You slept in and just woke up? What time is it there? 10 a.m.? 9 a.m.? I don't know. Partner's at work, so you're being lazy? No worries. 11 a.m. Okay, so 6 is 11. I think Valentine would probably be our best bet for information on this server. This is just me out of character. I didn't see anybody when I was wandering around in Saint Denis earlier, but there was only like 5 or 6 people on when I popped in at lunch and got him his gun and stuff, so... I guess we could get some music going in the background just a little bit lower, or else it's going to be really boring just to listen to me wander around. Just some really low music. Just some atmosphere. You didn't get a ton of sleep before D&D yesterday, so you needed to sleep in? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not getting as much sleep in the new house because first off, I'm on the... I should have brought my bed over. So because I'm still going back to my old house and selling my old house still, I've still got a couple projects there. I left a bed in each house basically, but I left my bed in the old house for some reason. I should have brought it over here. I just didn't think I was going to be as much over here as I am, but when I did the U-Haul moves week before last, I got a lot further than I thought. So that's the first reason I'm not on my bed. The second reason is I have 3 giant windows in my new room, and I don't have blackout curtains yet. They do have shades. They have like wooden blind type shades, mini blind type shades. Well, I shouldn't say mini blind, but so the light comes in pretty early in the summer at 4 or 5 a.m. and I usually am tossing and turning when it's not dark enough. So I gotta blacken my room somehow. It's just gonna be really tough because there's a really nice frame around the windows, and it's 3 windows wide, so it's like, I don't know, it's like 140 inches wide. And so I have to somehow secure some blackout curtains, or at least some sort of curtains over there, without drilling into the to the nice frame. Which means it might not have a middle thing, which means it might sag. So I gotta figure it out, but all right, let's head into town, see if we can find somebody, see if we can get some information. Like I said, he's going to be pretty focused on his youngin'. And I think I've got an okay voice for him. It might develop over time depending on how it hurts my voice tonight or not, but kind of a southern drawl, a little bit slower, a little bit deeper. He is a pig farmer from West Virginia. Kind of talking out the side of my mouth instead of elsewhere. We'll see how it works out. I don't know. But it's definitely different from Rex. Rex talked out of his lower chin, basically. That's the best way I can describe it, because I always stuck out my chin a little bit and talked out of my bottom teeth and lips and lower chin. Yeah, so he just kind of got out of the city as best he could. He found a camp and, drank himself silly by the river, and now he just woke up, and now he's got to, go searching. He's got to go a searching. I am a little bit nervous as this is somebody else's backstory. I don't want to fuck it up, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, you know, excited to see where it possibly could go. As long as I'm not trying Logan's OG voice, that was a rough one. Good voice, but it was rough on my throat. Yeah. So I had to change Logan because it was so deep and gravelly. I had to change it to be more just of a deep gravelly inflection. I would say Logan's voice is a little bit like Jeremy's voice here, but not as drawn out. Logan was like Eeyore. And Jeremy, I feel, is going to be a little bit more gruff, which may hurt my voice just as much. But I'm not going to go as gravelly as I tried with the whole dusty trail Logan. Man, I really wish that server would have taken off for us, but it just never did. I had some good stuff planned for Logan. I do see some player characters up there. Oh god, there's people on roofs. People on roofs in Valentine. What a surprise. My immersion. No, it's fine. I'm going to ignore all of my immersion qualms on this server. I know that things are a little bit more lax here than I personally like, but, you know, so be it. Oh shit, is that Annalise up there? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh Lord, help me. That was quick. Found her. Okay. Yeah, what a hunt. That was... Okay, search completed. But now how do I approach this? She's surrounded by people. She's up on a roof. He's gonna need some liquid courage before he does this. Okay, she's down. All right, liquid courage. Liquid courage. You look like my kin up there. Semi squints his eyes. All right, here we go. Liquid courage, liquid courage. Well, he's kind of domineering anyway, so he's kind of an asshole. All right, here we go. I better pull out my knife and put it away for the bottle thing. Oh, I'm already stumbling. Oh, Lord, it is you. tell me, what have you done to yourself?
Now, why the hell are you down here?
I could say the same thing for you.
Living my damn life.
You up and leave and riding around and jumping state to state. From what I hear, anyway.
Yeah, so what?
Well, I done raised you better than that, didn't I? Leaving your family in a lurch.
Pot calling the kettle black. Why the fuck are you here and not back with Mama and the boys?
Well, I have bad news, so I'm just gonna say it. Your mother's dead.
What the fuck do you mean?
I mean, she died.
What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do?
People don't just up and die, Dad! What the fuck happened to Mom?
Well, she got sick, but you wouldn't know, Dad, would you? I got Tommy taking care of the farm. Don't you worry about that. But you up and break Toby's heart. Poor boy wouldn't come out of his room for months when you left. Can't believe you leaving us, and I see you here wearing pants. What is this? What kind of state is this?
You are not gonna start this in front of my family right now.
I am your family. What are you talking about?
As far as I'm concerned, you ain't no different than some stranger walking down the street.
Oh, is that right? Oh, Lord, look at all those scars. No one's gonna want to marry you now. I got a butcher's boy back home waiting for you, but he's not gonna want you now. Uh-oh, she's gonna hit him.
I am not gonna be running off back home and marrying who you want me to marry. Why are you even here? Why are you even talking to me?
Are you gonna buy me a drink?
Dad's not now.
Well, I told you I brought bad news. So, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna leave whatever this falutin' life is that you've been doing the past who knows how many years, and you're gonna come home and take care of the family.
Fuck no, I'm not. What the hell are you going on about?
Oh, you watch your mouth, young lady.
I will say what I want to say, and I'm going to say what I should have said years ago. Fuck you.
Well, what did I do?
Let's see. All the whoring and cavorting you were doing with all the fucking ladies. The fact that you were never there, you know, for Mom. And all you would do is going off and have your fun. All the boys had to do all the fucking yard work, and I had to sit at home. And you wanted me to sit home like a good little girl. And here you are, out of nowhere, 8 years later, judging me. I made something of myself. What are you doing?
I'm
Sitting here like a
taking
lost
care
little
of the
fucking-
damn family is what I'm doing. I've been raising pigs for 30 years. putting food on the table for you. How many times did I give you pork and beans growing up?
Yeah, I got fucking sick of it.
Don't tell me I didn't do nothing. You're alive, ain't you?
I'm alive because of myself, not because of you. Mama took care of me. You wanted me to sit home and sit there and cook and clean and sew, and now you have the audacity come up here and tell me mom's dead and order me to go home. I'm a fucking grown-ass adult. I run my own business and I have my own family now. I've got other people I need to take care of. Those boys are old enough to take care of themselves. So are you.
Don't know about that. Zach's off womanizing, as you like to call it. I don't know. He probably got the local, what's her name? Shit. What's her name pregnant? I don't know. Family's getting bigger. I'm getting older. Your mom's dead. Can't take care of me, so you need to come back and help us out.
No, I don't. You've got enough hands over there as it is.
You need to come back and help the household. That's how it's done in this family, and that's how it's been done for years and years.
Whoever said I wanted to be part of your family, especially you coming up here and insulting me?
I didn't insult you.
Oh yeah, making fun of me for wearing pants and for being scarred. Yeah, well that's what happens when a panther nearly rips your face off.
Well, if you would have stayed home, you wouldn't have had to deal with panthers.
If I would have stayed home, I would have been a miserable, lonely woman just like Mom.
She's not miserable.
She was miserable.
No, I don't think so. You just not remembering right.
No,
Nothing like a gaslighting parent, right, everybody? Well, I didn't want to marry her. I didn't love her.
Yeah, I noticed.
But that's how it's done in this family. And, we got a butcher's son back home for you, ready to go, so...
No, thank you. I'm already engaged.
The blinking status is doing... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. What do you mean you're engaged?
I mean, I'm engaged. You are wrong. There is a man that actually wants me. Thank you very much.
I didn't say there wouldn't be. That's not how things are done. You didn't come to me, or...
I
What,
don't
this
need
fancy
to.
lad here? And what's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas, like my eldest.
So I've heard.
I don't know why it's doing that. And what do you do to provide for Annie here?
I run a ranch.
What kind of ranch?
Well,
And
that's
why didn't you
supplies.
all contact me and ask for my permission for all this?
Because I don't need your fucking permission.
That's the way it's done in this family.
I never wanted to be a part of your family. Didn't get to choose my parents.
Yeah. Well, we made you all the same. What sort of supplies there, Fancy Thomas?
Supplies to general stores and the saloons of the state.
And where do you get your supplies from? You steal them or something? You look like a bandit in that blue hat.
Don't you dare fucking insinuate he's a thief. You can talk shit all about me, all you like, but you are not going to talk shit about him.
I'll say whatever I damn well please.
No, you fucking won't.
It looks like them boys used to come and raid the pig farm from across the border.
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself. I'm not the one who ran away from home for nearly a decade and left your family in a bind.
Big old grown man like you couldn't take care of a farm without one itty-bitty girl? Oh, for shame.
Well, we don't know how to do all that household nonsense. Not how it's done in our family.
Yeah, 'cause a big man can't wash his own fucking drawers. Well, too bad. You get to learn.
Well, not like at my age I'm gonna get remarried, so you need to come back.
No. I am above the age where you can tell me what to do anymore. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I have seen bigger demons out there than you.
Not too sure of that.
You would be surprised at things I have seen.
And you others watching, you getting a good show here?
They can watch. These are my family.
Your family.
Yeah.
I'm your family. I'm your kin.
No, you're not. Just because you're blood doesn't make you family, asshole. You don't get to go around and talk shit about me and still say, oh, I'm your dad. Oh, dear dad. Oh, I took care of you, so you have to, listen to what I say. No. I'm a fucking grown-ass woman.
A grown woman with what kind of responsibilities here that you need to, that are more important than your family back home, than your blood. Hey, Glitchy.
I do horse training work here. I own my own stable. And I help take care of the ranch. And I've got lots of people that I look after that need me more than you do. You got 4 boys. Go marry them off instead. I mean, hell. One of them's already knocked up a girl. I'm sure she's about ready to go marry into the household. Teach her how to do the fucking dishes. I ain't doing them.
Yes, you are. You're coming back with me. I sold 2 pigs to get you found and get over here.
Oh, too bad. You sold 2 pigs. You can buy more. I ain't going anywhere.
I think you are.
God, you're fucking piss drunk as usual. God, go take a fucking bath. Ugh.
So I had a drink, so what? I had to prepare myself for whatever was in front
you had
of
a
me.
drink. Yeah, you had a drink, right? Oh, you needed to prepare. Am I such a disappointment? Oh, too bad.
A little bit of a disappointment.
At least I'm fucking happy. The only person I feel bad for in this situation is Mom, because she had to die miserably. She just never had the courage to stand up to you.
We're not talking about your mother. We're talking about you.
Seems like we should be talking about Mom. You put her in the ground yet? When did this happen? I'd rather talk about her than listen to you prattle on about trying to get me to go home. Fuck that.
Couple months.
Oh, a couple of months. Couple of months, he says.
Well, I didn't know where you were.
Yeah, for damn good reason, because I knew if you did, this shit was gonna happen. You were gonna sit here and stand here and judge me. As usual.
Well, took a little bit to get Sammy to tell me you sent letters a while back.
God damn it, I told Sammy to burn those letters.
I
You better
think
not
he
have did anything
did.
to him.
I don't know. I didn't see any letters. But he told me you've been writing to him, so I started looking for you.
I'll have to have a talk with him later.
Investigations aren't cheap. 2 whole prize pigs. One of them was Betsy, the breeding pig.
I don't give a fuck about the pigs!
Well, you should give a damn about your family back home. Poor Toby's in a right state.
Toby will get over it. We're all grown-ass adults. We all grow up and have our own lives eventually. That's how it works.
Sitting there with his books all day. I don't know what to do with him. He wants to go off and get educated.
Well, good. He'll have a better life that way.
Who's gonna pay for it? Nobody. We don't have enough money for that.
He talks to me, I'll take care of it.
See, there you go. Now you do need to come back. You can pay
No,
for...
I don't. I can send him letters. The only reason I would even dare to come back would be to say goodbye to Mom. And that's it. You can wallow in your damn pig mud for all I care.
It's an honest living. Why did you always hate it so much? My father did it. His father did it.
Oh yeah, it was great for the men. But the women had to sit at home and live in a fucking cage.
Running a household isn't a cage. It's a good responsibility.
Never having my own life choices. It's basically living in a cage.
And you would have chosen to get attacked by panthers and run around on horses. Horses are meant for work, not for whatever it is you're doing with them.
Oh, my horses work all right. And yes, I would have rather been attacked by a panther than keep living at home. How awful is that? I thank that panther because it made me realize that this is even better than living at home. I have my freedom. I don't care. I'll die happy. But no, I met my real family afterwards.
You'd rather be attacked and killed than come home and take care of your family?
Y'all ain't my family. Like I said, the boys are old, all grown up. They can take care of themselves, and you certainly need to learn how to take care of yourself, Mr. I smell like alcohol.
I took a bath a couple weeks ago before I
Yeah,
got on the
weeks ago.
train.
Yeah, weeks ago. And then you sat on a train all hot and stuffy for how many days, how many weeks?
I don't know. I drank through most of it. I don't like them trains. You know that.
Of course you drank. Of course you did, because you could never really admit that you had a fucking alcohol problem.
I don't have a problem. My only problem is my daughter who I raised is not coming back and gonna be taking care of us after I took care of her for however many years.
I didn't have a choice.
Well, you don't have much of a choice now. Your blood
Yes,
needs taken care of.
You're gonna tell me I don't have a choice? Fuck that.
You're coming with me.
Hands off, Dad. You have one chance before my fiance blows your fucking head off. And trust me, as ex-law, he won't miss. And neither will I if you ever lay your hands on me again.
So you're just gonna stay here and raise horses, and your husband or whatever he is now is just gonna run a warehouse, and you're gonna create your own little family here because yours wasn't good enough, huh?
That's precisely what I'm gonna do, and I'm happier than I have ever been. I live in a very big house, and now I have a very big family that they don't care where I came from. They don't care what asshole raised me. They like me for who I am. Even though I'm a bit of a crazy bitch. Scars and all, they love me. And I'm quite content.
Crazy, something we can agree on.
You haven't even seen crazy yet.
Well, if you got all this money and all this stuff, then we can just move everybody over here and you can take care of us. You can...
Fat no.
He's in the
Y'all are
bargaining
not gonna
stage.
sit on my ranch and try to move into my house and do absolutely nothing to sit on your ass. So that's what I know the boys are gonna do. Toby, at least, I can go get him off to Saint Denis and get him an education. But the rest of the boys, I know they're just gonna get into trouble. And I'm not gonna be responsible for all y'all getting into trouble, and you probably sitting there ordering me around, going into the kitchen and make you fucking food or what the hell ever you want. Yeah, no. My ranch is already busy enough as it is. I have a massive family there. I've got quite a few ranch workers, and I've got a whole field of horses that takes up most of my day.
This
Y'all
is nonsense. This isn't a way of life. This is a falutin way of life.
Well, if it's a falutin way of life to you, I'm enjoying it. Y'all are grown-ass adults. You can put on your big boy pants and take care of yourselves.
I done told you already. That's not how we do things in this family.
Well, it is how we do things in my family. We all take care of ourselves.
Oh yeah, you still using my family name?
It's gonna be changing soon enough when I get married.
What's your new name gonna be?
It's gonna be Snow White, because his last name is Snow.
White as the snow.
It's fitting, ain't it? Turning your disgusting surname into something beautiful.
It's the only one I got.
Yeah, well, you ain't exactly doing it proud, walking up here, looking like this and making a fool of yourself.
Where are we anyway? What is this smelly place?
This is called Valentine. This is a place that, I frequent because I've got people and friends here that own businesses. I check in on them. Also, Zia likes the roofs.
Why are you wearing that mask? You got something to hide?
It's none of your business why she's wearing a mask.
Okay. Can we just talk alone? Get out of here and... I don't like all these people looking at me. You say I'm making a fool of myself. Well, you're letting me.
Yeah, because you're being an asshole. You're sitting here, you're drunk as a skunk, standing here insulting somebody that they care about, and you're just repeating yourself over and over again. Come home, come take care of us. Come home, come take care of us. If that is what you have come here for, you can buy a train ticket and go back home. Because you're
I
not
don't got any money left.
So you came down here with no fuck. Okay, so you came down here with literally no plan. As you're so fucking brainless.
I guess I'll sell that dirt old horse over there that I bought.
Yeah, go ahead, sell the horse, and go back home. Because I'm not going anywhere. Oh, don't you growl at me, old man.
I'm out of words to say to you.
Yeah, because there ain't
But I
nothing left
know
to
that
say.
this is not what I want for you.
I don't care what you want. It's about what I want. And I went out and got what I want.
Why? Why did you leave? You never wrote, you didn't write me. Why'd you leave?
Because I was not going to sit in a cage for the rest of my life and have y'all judge me.
What cage? We only
Cage.
have pig pens.
The cage of being a dutiful fucking housewife and then having to marry somebody I didn't even really know.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It's not what I want for myself, and that's all there is to it.
It may not be what you want, but we don't always get what we want. It's our duty as part of this family.
I don't have any duty to this fucking family. That's why I left. I can get what I want. I went out and I chased it down and I got it for myself.
So you don't care nothing about me or Tommy or Zach or Toby or Sammy. You don't care none about them. Just selfish princess here living
Selfish princess.
her fairy tale dreams on the frontier out here.
The boys have their own problems that they need to fucking sort out, and they don't need me, their baby sister, to fucking mother them. They can sort out their own problems, and so can you. Any care I had left of the family died with Mama.
Well, I don't know about any of that. We could all use help. Because that's the way things are done over there. Yellow Spring.
God, your breath reeks. I will send letters to Toby and check in on him.
No, you need to come back and take care of him. What have I been saying for the past... however long it's been...
Yeah, you don't even know what time of day it is, do you? You don't even know what day. You probably don't even know what month it is.
It's summer.
It's summer. It's fucking summer. I'm not gonna go home because then you're gonna sit there and badger me and boss me around and treat me like a fucking child, like you always do, and you'll just treat me the same way you treated Mama. No, I'm not going home. If they need help, money-wise, so that Toby can go to school and find himself a better job instead of sitting on the fucking pig farm all day. He's a smart kid. He deserves something better. And Zach needs to stop fucking chasing skirts. That's his problem to solve.
Nothing wrong with chasing skirts. It's a young, hot-blooded man does.
Uh-huh, says you. Fucking couldn't even stay faithful with a ring on your finger.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you love Thomas here? Or is it an arrangement?
Arrangement, no. I love him. We don't do
Thomas,
arrangements. or anything.
you love Annie here,
Absolutely.
and you do anything for her.
Yep.
All right, we'll convince her to come home and do her duty then. I can't argue with her anymore. You need to help me. More bargaining.
I don't think that would be necessary.
Well, why not? You love her, don't you? Whatever that means.
I mean, I'm gonna tell her what to do.
I didn't say
She
tell
wants to
her. I
stay here,
said
she can
convince
stay
her. She's not going to listen to me, clearly. She's written me off I don't know how long ago based on her tone of voice here.
The day I left, I ripped you off.
Well, what if... what's that taste in my mouth? What if we promise to work on ourselves? I could change.
Your promises mean nothing.
Why is that?
You've had your whole life to change, and you've never changed a bit. Even now, you're walking around here half drunk, looking at every skirt that you pass by. And you're
There
expecting
was only
me.
one pretty lady in this town that I saw. I'm not looking at every skirt.
Doesn't fucking matter. You have not changed a bit in 8 years.
Sure
And-
I have. I came here, didn't I? The old me would
You
have
came
just
here
stayed.
because you need something from me.
So,
My point stands.
what's wrong with that? It's different, isn't it? You
came
say
here-
I can't change.
No, it's
I-
not different. Because that's all you ever cared about is what I could provide for you. Not, oh, hey, my daughter's in one piece. I'm so happy. Oh, hey, how you doing? How you been doing with your life? You know, oh, you've made something of yourself. Congratulations. No, I need you to come home because I need you to come take care of me because I'm a grown-ass man that can't even wipe his own ass.
I can do that. I don't know what you're talking about. I done told you it's the family duty anyway. That's why.
Yeah, sure. You're just gonna keep repeating yourself and you're gonna keep getting the same answer.
So we're at a what's that word?
on,
Impasse.
There you go. Good job, you learned a new
You're
word today.
saying there's nothing to be done. Nothing to convince.
No. Doesn't help that you're sitting here talking shit, treating me like this, and you just expect me to come home like a good little girl and go take care of you. Jesus Christ.
Well, you don't have to just take care of me. Your brothers.
My point stands. They're all older than me. They should have had their lives
They
figured
got
out by
other
now.
things going on.
Oh yeah, Tommy's just being a miniature you. And you got Zach running around chasing skirts. At least Toby's gonna make something of himself once he gets the funds.
Don't know why. There's plenty to do around the farm.
Not everybody's cut out for the farm life, Dad.
That's just
That's
how it's done. You
That might be
work the
how it's-
farm and you have kids and you get married and then they take over and everybody feeds. Everybody works to feed and sell to. It's getting hot out here.
Yeah, well, times change, Dad.
So times change. I can change.
Uh-huh, sure. Come back to me when you're sober, and I might actually start believing you a bit.
I'm fine. I
Bullshit,
only
you are.
had. I'm fine.
Uh-huh. You're fine. You don't even know what time of the month it is. You just know it's summer. You don't know what
Yeah.
time it is. You don't know what day it is.
Those aren't important. It's summer. It's fattening and breeding season.
Yeah. No wonder your whole life just went by you, and your wife's dead, and you're not even batting an eyelash. You didn't have to love her, but you could have at least paid more attention to her. And been faithful to the woman that gave you 4 children and took care of you until this point.
I paid attention to her. I think.
Yeah, when you needed to make more babies.
Well, that's what the arrangement was.
Yeah, well, that's not the way I'm living my life. Thank you very much.
That's how my father set it up, anyways.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that? That's how it's been done for a while now.
That's how it's been done for you, and that's the way you like it. That's not the way I'm going to be living my life. Thank you very much. You and brothers can go off and do whatever you want to do. I'm staying right here with my family and enjoying the life I made for myself.
Well, where is this? Where is this highfalutin ranch of yours?
Why do you want to know?
Well, you're not even gonna let me stay for a night? I'm gonna have to wallow somewhere?
Best I can do is let you stay in the barn. If Zio would even be okay with that, I doubt it. She does not appear to like you right now.
Oh, which one's that?
Zio, you can go ahead and wiggle your fingers at him. That would be her with the bow drawn on the roof.
You gonna pin cushion me up there?
She will if you put your hands on me again.
I'm not doing nothing. I don't think.
Yeah, you'd better not, otherwise you will be a pincushion. Trust me, she's got excellent aim. She don't miss either.
What's this about you not asking for permission to marriage? Why are you doing it that way?
Because I don't need your permission.
Yes, you do. You have
No, I
to.
don't.
That's the way it's done. You have to get your father's blessing. And I have to approve of the fella.
Yeah, well, we don't do tradition around here.
Why not?
Because we don't.
Yeah, this is not the way this was gonna go.
Oh, did you think I was gonna sit and behave like a good little girl? Yeah, right.
Of course I did. You were supposed to listen to me and come back with me, and
No, thank you.
that's why I came all this way. Well, I had to tell you about your mother.
Well, I will appreciate that you brought news about Mama, as much as I didn't want to hear that. But the other reasons you're here, well, I'm sorry to say you're going to be disappointed on your way back home.
I don't know if I'm going home. I I don't know how I'm gonna make it back.
Train?
I've got $1 to my name, I think. I guess I could sell that horse. You don't want me around, then.
I can let you sleep in the barn, but in the morning, if I have to pass you money to get back on a train to get your ass out of my hair, so fucking be it. Let that be the end of things.
I think I do need to rest. Maybe.
Fine. Let's go throw him up in the barn.
Yes. Continuing the story. Holy shit, that went kind of crazy, y'all. Whoa there. Where's my horse? Where's my horse? Hey, you see a horse that looks like dirt around here?
A horse that looks like dirt?
Brown. I think he is white color too.
It's not my horse, but there's one over here.
Oh, there it is.
Is this your horse?
I think. Ungrateful daughter back there. I can't believe this.
Is this your cat?
Okay, this is the oldest dirt horse. Thank you, fella.
Yeah, no problem, my friends. Take it easy out there. Oh.
Alright, come on.
All these shiny horses.
Daz is still sick, so I doubt we're really going much faster than a trot. I can tell just by looking at it. This way. Hey, come on.
Huh?
This way.
Summer. June, July, August. He is a pathetic wretch. Oh, Bush. If you guys can't tell. Annalise gave me a backstory. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this without coming across as a sexist bigot. So I've just been kind of talking about tradition and family. That's the best way to do it without, being a completely sexist asshole, which I disagree with out of character. So it's really tough for me to play a character that. Slow down, Annie. I can't control this horse. I tried shouting, but I guess it didn't work. Horses are for plowing and muck work, not all this riding around nonsense. Considering the confrontation immediately happened, I don't know how long this character is going to last, everybody, but he's going to do his best to try and see how she lives, and we'll take it from there, I guess. Ooh, new buildings. I've never been over here on New Haven. Zio's about ready to put an arrow in the back of my head. Snow was about ready to shoot me if I touched her again. I was definitely gonna see. Whoa, horse. He's a pig farmer. He's not really ridden too many horses. He went slow going into town, but he did recently have some alcohol as well, so... I wonder which ranch she got on this server. Did she get McFarland's? I guess we'll see. I didn't play this server long enough to know all the intricacies. I played Xander for one night. I definitely didn't give this server a good enough shake, a fair shake, like I said I was going to. I probably should have, but then Baldur's Gate 3 happened, and The Last of Us came to PC, and I got sidetracked. And I definitely miss RP, even if I am an antagonistic asshole right now. So what kind of law work did you do there, Thomas?
What do you mean by that?
Are you the type that goes and puts papers on people's doors? Or are you the type who goes and shoots people? Or are you the type that sits around and naps and watches over people in the cages?
I was the one that was out and about. Arrested.
So handy with the gun then?
Better than most.
Now you're living the supplier life.
That I am.
People try to steal from you all.
And not if they know what's good for them.
But they do it anyway.
There's yet to be one. Been stupid enough to.
Anna's horse is pretty? Yeah. She always picks really good horses. I believe that is a... Actually, this server has a shit ton of horses, if I recall. So I don't know what that is on this server.
There's a number of my family-in-law here in this state, so they tend to leave us alone.
So you're well connected.
Something like that.
Big highfalutin man. No, the
means.
The one I would think it's a roadster, but on this server they have a whole shit ton of different horses. It's brown and, well, I guess it's gray and white. But that might just be Valentine dirt on the back. I thought it was maybe a Norfolk Roadster, but on this server they have a ton of different horses. You like how I'm purposely riding my horse bad? Well, he's drunk. He's been drinking the whole trip here. He has not been looking forward to talking to his youngest and trying to demand her to come back. He knows probably deep down that since she's been gone for so long, that she's probably fine. And he sent investigators after he didn't say it out loud, after beating it out of Sammy, one of his children, because so Tobias, he's the weird one, right? He's like probably the introverted, maybe a little bit autistic one, but Sammy was kind of the one who had, he calls her Annie, but Annalise's, you know, heart, so to speak. And so, you know, he got information out of Sammy, and she had been writing, so he knew that she was alive. She left the mother up to me, and I thought the best way for a character like this, who has been taken care of his whole life, he's a farmer.
So how is pig farming these days?
What do you mean? It puts food on the table. Keeps us alive. Done had to sell 2 pigs to get here.
That's what I heard.
How'd you know that?
Because you told me.
When? I don't tell
Back in
stuff to
Valentine.
strangers.
Yeah.
Memory problems too, obviously, when you're drunk. So he heard that.
Might be the case, but empty bottles create loose lips.
I only had a couple.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
You saying I can't hold my white lightning?
I didn't say that.
Acting like it. I can hold my own. Don't look at me like that.
Alright.
Poor Snow. This guy is an abuser, obviously, and so he's gonna try to latch on to anything he can with anybody. And it's just gonna leave him alone for the rest of his life at some point. We've got some tricks to do here. I needled my way into at least staying with them for a little bit. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I don't like that one back there staring daggers in the back of my head. What'll I ever do to her?
Well, grab Miss White. She doesn't like that much.
When?
Back in Valentine.
I don't think I did. Gaslighting?
Well, whether
You must be
think
remembering
you did or
wrong.
not, she thinks you did. That's what matters to her.
Snow, ever the diplomat.
She's a stubborn type. It would be very difficult to convince her otherwise.
You haven't seen stubborn. I'm stubborn. What's this place?
It's a strawberry. It says it on the sign right there.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
What is this, a log in town? I see all them log houses.
I believe that's one of the industries here.
rodents. Rodent Town is what we should call it.
I'm sure you can petition the mayor about it.
Not talking to no mayor. I ain't got time for that. I'm a working man. Shouldn't even be here. We should already be on the way back. But Annalise is completely 100% correct about him. He just wanders into town drunk as a skunk, demanding that she comes back with him. Basically as a replacement for his wife who recently passed. But I chose that being the linchpin of why he came here looking for her. Because he's getting on in years. He needs to be taken care of. He's too old to probably get married again. So who better than, you know, his daughter who's supposed to be taking care of him. She was supposed to stay at the ranch. She was supposed to take over the housework. That's the way things are done. But this whole new way of life with her wearing pants and corsets and getting all scarred up and this highfalutin fiance that she has, a new family. He's completely taken aback by all this. And he did the grab intentionally to see what would happen. I thought she was going to smack him. I honestly did. But Snow pulled out his gun. He was ready to blast him. But the fact that he couldn't control her via conversation or physically means that he's a little bit out of his depths now. He's definitely a little out of his depths right now. Okay, the day-night cycle on this server seems to be, what, every half hour or so? You all ride this much every day?
Yeah,
This is...
get used to it if you're gonna live on a ranch.
Who said that?
I do not like you, sir.
What did I ever do to you?
Be you. Seriously, you smell like a can of sushi now.
I'm a pig farmer. What do you expect?
Womp womp. Choose a better profession in life.
This is how it's done in our family. I don't know what you mean. I can't choose another profession. This is what I do. I work to eat. What the? Pig-headed, that's for sure. Womp womp.
I hate snakes too, but I'm just making do.
Yes, do continue to go that way towards the grizzly bear. Thank you.
I have a gun. I can defend myself.
Probably drank so much beer your eyes have gone cross-eyed.
I don't drink beer. It's too expensive.
Yeah, you're a whiskey boy, ain't you?
Corn, whiskey, or white lightning. They don't have that around these parts, I don't think.
I think that.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but
Shine. Whatever you all
have,
call it here.
they have whiskey with
Well, it's
integrity.
illegal, so
It's cheap.
it's cheap, but it's fucking illegal.
I mean, I can make him a batch, fill up the cyanide. What?
They're already talking about killing and poisoning him. That's hilarious to me. I guess I'm doing my job then if they hate him. I did needle my way in a little bit though, so we'll see what happens. I was gonna, wander off drunk and see what they did, but I was like, put your dear old dad up for the night. See what, Okay, it looks like they might have Hanging Dog Ranch if we're going out here. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know the status of any lore on this server at all. The only thing I know is that my character's name was Xander, and there was a serial killer named Xander as well when I played a couple months ago. I don't know if they're still around. Xander was looking for a quiet retirement and to do some blacksmith type work, but then I realized that the gunsmiths are the ones who do the actual blacksmith work on this server, which I thought was really, really weird. They didn't separate the guns from like the binoculars and the whatever horseshoes or whatever could be made. I don't know if they've changed that in the last couple of months or not, but I thought it was weird that the gunsmiths are the ones who did all the metal work. Because Xander was a tinkerer, but anyway. It's so hard for me to wander around looking at all these prime animals to hunt and not even being concerned at all about that, because Jeremy is definitely not a hunter. Most definitely not. Maybe a bear will come out and eat me. Remove your upper body clothing to wash yourself. There, I washed. You happy? Oops, I took a drink of not boiled water. That's not good.
I don't think we need a sterilization.
For mountain water, that tasted a bit funny. Oops. Hydrate fear? I could do that. If he wasn't so ticked off at his daughter right now, he'd probably appreciate this view a little bit more, but he's drunk as a skunk and he's just kind of going with whatever flow there is out here. Okay, we might be going to Pronghorn instead of Hanging Dog. She's pointing left a little bit more. Unless she's just following the road. She might have Pronghorn. Pronghorn is a beautiful ranch. I wish there was more RP at Pronghorn. I love this whole area out of character. That your ranch over there.
Nope. Best to stay off his property, though. He tends to shoot on sight.
Oh.
His name's Billy. He's got an issue.
I'm sure they'd be happy. I'm sure they'd be happy to see old Jeremy get blown away by Billy. Or get eaten by a bear. I will say, if I go down to an animal or a player, I'll probably just perma him. Unless Annalise doesn't want me to. Did you notice that she cringed when I called her Annie? Her old name? No one calls her Annie because that's what her father used to call her. If you're looking for a little bit of Annalise backstory lore. I'm gonna push it just a little to see if a bear will attack me.
Tree line, there's wolves out here.
I got a gun. So yeah, if anybody was wondering historically why everyone called her Anna or Annalise or whatever, I'm guessing that's probably why. I wonder how much trauma is going to come out of this. I'll probably not see the RP because none of these folks stream, but I do wonder what kind of trauma is going to come out of her dear old dad, who she intentionally left 8 years ago to go out on her own. Coming back into her life is gonna do to her story. I mean, that was the whole point. They were she said things were getting just a little, we didn't know where we were gonna go next, sort of scenario, and so I thought this would be perfect for. Well, she thought it would be perfect, and I agreed that it would be. It'd be good to kind of trigger her next story beat, you know. I honestly thought I was going to have to search for her a little bit more, but the first town we ride into, she's in. Cold up here. I can't believe they got Pronghorn. That is awesome. I love Pronghorn, dude. I wish more RP happened out here. This your ranch?
That it is.
Enterprising. place.
I suppose you could say that.
Well, you can sleep in the bunkhouse or you can sleep in the barn. I don't care which. This bunkhouse has got
Well,
a
what do
bed.
I do with this old as dirt horse?
There's nothing wrong with your horse. I'll take your horse and I'll put it in the barn. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
He's fine. He was cheap.
Hey, bud. Hi. Hello. You're okay. You're okay. You have a tough day, buddy. You're okay. Wanna go get a snack? Huh? Wanna go get a snack? I'll get you a snack. Come on.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
I'll
I
do
have
it.
something in the bags. Hang on.
Alright, get whatever you want out of the bags. Got the rest of the herd that he can go say hello to. Oh, of course. Ruby, don't be jealous. Yeah, she's jealous.
Okay. I got my important stuff.
Mm-hmm, yes. Come here.
I'm not doing nothing. You up there. Don't have to watch over me like I'm some chicken that mother hen, whatever. Wait, where do I go to sleep?
I'll show you the bunkhouse. Come on.
Oh, the one who doesn't like me.
Wonder why.
What'll I do to you?
Here's the bunkhouse.
Well, that was very kind of you.
Of course.
What was your name?
Doctor doesn't want to break away, darlings. Now, go to sleep and hopefully have a heart attack.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Yeah, well, you left a bad first impression on Des, so she don't like you.
Well, I didn't know they were gonna be around. What, just pick any one?
Yep, pick a bed, fall in it, and next time I see your ass, I'm getting you a train ticket and you're going home.
Oh, and don't let Big Dick Randy near you. That's
What?
Don't
Ignore
worry
her.
about it.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll sleep.
Yeah, sleep in a bunk.
This one seems fine. Okay, well, we've had a nice antagonistic start to our relationship with Annie, according to Jeremy. So I have some ideas to stick around and still try to convince her, but I don't think talking's gonna be able to do it. I could take the bargaining / pleading approach, since the commanding approach did not work. I could take the aggressive approach, but I think with as much protection as she seems to constantly have around her, that may or may not work. But you know, if I can get her alone, maybe, and then they'll have to come after him. one way or another. I don't know. There's lots of things we could do. It depends on how demanding and if he's going to sober up and become a little bit angrier. He was more of the surly drunk than the aggressive drunk. I mean, he did get a little aggressive, but he was more the surly, pig-headed, stubborn drunk. If I go the violent approach, it'll be ow me arse again. That was hilarious. That's funny because that was my last stream of RP on that server. Granted, I did switch over to Rexit after that, but I think she asked me to do this because she knew I could be an asshole without really being an asshole, and kind of handling, old time stuff that was okay back in the time in a more modern way without, even though it's the 1890s in the server, most servers do not allow for any sort of bigotry and sexism and racism and stuff like that, which is totally, I 100% agree with, by the way. I even applied to a server that they said, oh yeah, you can be a racist. And I definitely did not play on that server after I heard the admin say that after we got whitelist approved on that server. I was like, oh, you're being real. And, as far as I understand, that server's not around anymore. So you have to find that balance, modern day correct ways of thinking versus these older ways of thinking. That were okay back in the time, but they are not okay even if you're role playing in that time. So yeah, I think she trusted me with that, and he's focused on her, so he's not going to go and interact too much with other people. He doesn't have a personal story here. There, depending on how things go, the next couple of times I pop on with her, there may be some wiggle room to that, but Zio's patrolling, which is awesome. Jeremy can't sleep without drinking. He's at that point in his life. All right. I don't think there is an interaction. Page down. Prop, human, sleep, bed, pillow, high. World, human, sit, fall asleep, sleep, ground, arm. Well, let's see what they look like. I'm a little too close camera-wise, and I can't get a good angle to... Alright, I guess that's alright. Let me just look at a couple of the others here. Pillow high is way too high. Well, whatever that is, it's not working. Oh, it's because it's on the ground. Oh, there's a good one. I just can't see it is all. You have a very coveted book, Deer Slayer. It's on a burn list. Rex fell asleep with a poo arm. That's right. He did get stabbed with a shit knife. Because of the context. Yeah, some of those older books, I've never read Deer Slayer. I've heard of it, I believe, but I know that books that were written in the time were also very, very tough. There's so many spelling errors because they didn't know a lot of words back then. The book itself smells amazing. Oh, it's from the 1800s, an original. I got you. Those are tough to find. I'm more of a... well, I could take a picture of my book wall and send it, but I'm more of a modern day fantasy or sci-fi reader, and I love hardbacks with dust jackets. That's my bread and butter for when it comes to my books. You collect old books, your preference is 1800s. Yeah, you'd probably like the old style that are cloth sewn and leather bound. Gosh, what's that company that does collector's editions like that? Is it dang it. Some of my fantasy authors like Robin Hobb and Joe Abercrombie have books by this new-ish company that has been doing that. You have newish ones that look old. You bought them at Costco. Yeah, I mean, Barnes & Noble still does some, like, classics. They do classics in leather bound and stuff. I'm trying to think of the... Oh, it's Folio Collection. You'd probably like Folio Collection. That's who I was thinking of. Actually, if I can do cinematic, maybe I can see him a bit better. Nope. It's just right above. All camera angles, right above. Snores loudly. They need a free cam script. Yeah, it's tough when you're in a bunk bed like this. I do like that I was able to interact. The last time I was really connected to bunk beds like this was on High Stakes, where I was Logan. We talked about Logan earlier. He was a ranch hand over at McFarland's, and there was no interaction with the bunks. So, but I am glad that they do have that. So if anybody does walk by, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and log out. This was a nice intro, I feel. Let me switch to just chatting for now. Also, it was a good ramp back up into streaming because it's been a few weeks, and back into RP. I think we've left the door open a little bit, which is what I wanted. There were two ways we could go about this. I was thinking, aggressively to where they would run him out and he'd kind of stick around and kind of be that outcast on the edge, and try to think of ways to make money. But since she mentioned she's going to give him money, I will say, guess what he spends his money on? It's not train tickets. So there may be ways I can still stick around even if she does give him money and push some more buttons. Had to dust off that RP? Yeah, it's been 2 months since I've RP'd. Well, RP'd in Red Dead. I D&D every other week. But knock the dust off. And like you said, the the room is a little echoey. I mean, even I can hear it just sitting here. I might just pin up a couple blankets behind or on this wall that I'm facing right now, just to kind of mute it a little bit for the next stream. But I have a couple ideas to stick around a little bit for Jeremy. And I've got, this could go a couple of ways, I feel. Just based on those interactions now, I feel this could go a couple of ways. What I'm really happy to do right now is to be a thorn in this group's side and see how they react to it. Out of character, I have no idea what it's going to do to Annalise's story, like I was saying as we rode into the ranch, but I'm excited to hear from her what it will do. I think Jeremy deep down probably, even if he is domineering and controlling and demanding, I think after seeing her highfalutin life here, I think he's gonna be like, well, how am I gonna convince her? She needs to come home. How else am I gonna convince her? I tried all the tactics, conversationally. So, Annie, I used all that money you gave me for that train. Well, there's a couple ways we could do it. I guarantee you that he will spend money on booze if he runs out of booze. And I guarantee you that he will gaslight the hell out of his drinking, like he did like several times tonight. I'm not really good at gaslighting people because it's not in my nature. And so I really had to think about, well, that's not how I remember it, or you must be remembering it wrong. And I don't remember doing that, and can't be how it happened. And what did I do to you? And I hope a lot of that came through. A lot of it was kind of off the cuff, but there were a couple things I said that were pre-planned, but most of this was completely organic. I didn't know how she was going to react. I didn't know if she was going to be angry. I didn't know if she was going to be sad. I didn't know if she was going to freeze up. But Annalise is a feisty character overall, so I thought she was going to hit him at one point. I definitely did. I thought maybe Snow was gonna... No, I didn't think Snow was gonna shoot me. He would have shot me if I didn't let go of her arm. Snow is actually more of a quiet man of action, thinking historically of his character. Vid for me later. Shit, I don't have everybody allowed to do links. I think you have me on. Do you still have me on Discord? You can link it to me there. I think I have you somewhere here on Discord. Where are you? You might have gone down to the very bottom of the list. It's been months, creeps, since you and I have talked. Twitch mod settings. Yeah, I don't allow others besides mods to post links. I mean, intentionally, so... Ah, there you are. You found me. Thanks. Gotta thwart those bots especially. Yeah. Ways to reduce echo and reverb without spending any money. Oh, thank you. I will definitely take a look. Yeah, I think there might be some settings on my beacon mic first off, and then I do plan on getting some acoustic panels for this room because I also noticed how echoey it was, and then I was like, oh, I'll put out my books, maybe that'll help, and it doesn't seem like that helped. Granted, my desk is not facing my books, my desk is facing a wall, and behind the wall is, behind me is a window and an empty room. I do plan on getting, this is kind of like my little tech haven. It's going to have like a couch and TV in here as well, but yeah, newer houses definitely have thinner walls. Than my old house did, for sure. My old house was built in the 80s, and this one was built in 2016, I believe. So I don't have old house problems. I have new house problems, which are things like hollow sounding rooms. It would be even worse if it was in my bedroom. My bedroom is actually bigger than this room. This one, I call it the skinny spare, but it's now going to be my tech haven. I still got a lot of work to do on this house, but yeah, now that I hear that you guys instantly heard it as well, then I'm gonna work on that next. But yeah, it's hardwood floor, so that doesn't help either. I could bring a carpet in here though. That would help maybe mute a little bit of it. I do have a carpet that's rolled up that I could bring in here and lay out. But I do want to get some acoustic panels to hang on the wall. I actually had to run a Cat 5 cable around the door, which, turned out pretty good. I'm looking at it now and, my room's starting to get a little bit darker and I can barely see it. Can also use a moving blanket to kill sound echo. Yeah, I think temporary solution, once I figure out which panels I want to add in here, temporary solution, I think I'll probably hang up a couple blankets. I need to put something, I need to put a curtain over the windows in here too, because it's just too bright in here and it gets pretty warm as well. So, but there's still a lot of things I can do to help this. It may not be immediate. So I do apologize. It may not be immediate for the next couple of streams, but we'll eventually get this room sounding really sexy. This room has the same problem that I mentioned that my bedroom has, which is I'm kind of looking back, 3 kind of wider windows and a really nice window frame that basically goes to the ceiling. So me hanging curtains is going to be a little bit difficult. I know they have ceiling mounted kind of slider type curtains that I could do, but I might just have to mount it, the center support directly to the window frame. I don't know. We'll see. But then if I do that, then I won't be able to mount the end ones around the edge of the window, which is kind of what I want. You thought the echo was just you? Hey, Praxis. No, it's me. It's me in my new house. My voice apparently bounces off these walls like crazy. And my new house is newer, so it has thinner walls than my old house. So I will definitely work on it, especially since I definitely want to stream more. But overall, this was a nice ramp up. We got Annalise's father to run into her, accidentally, by the way. I thought that they were going to be in the Blackwater area because when they moved states, I just figured they would be out there in the Blackwater area. But they're in the Strawberry area, which is outstanding. I love Strawberry RP. But no, it definitely wasn't you. It was definitely me, and I do apologize. There will be some temporary solutions on the next stream that I can get going in here, but I'm definitely going to be spending some money in here to make it all better, hopefully. So yeah. I don't really have much else to talk about tonight, y'all. Plus my voice is a little tired. I think there's something in the air over here which is a little bit more humidity than my old house, and so my voice seems to get clogged up just a little bit more. Granted, I had 3 meetings this morning as well, which I was talking through all 3 of them. But yes, hopefully you all enjoyed my rendition of Annalise's father. It was pretty juicy RP. I'm really interested in seeing what this will do for Annalise's character. That's really what I'm more interested in. I don't care too much about Jeremy, as a player. I mean, he's an asshole, right? But time to start doing vocal warm-ups before stream. Well, when I stream every night, my voice is actually usually pretty good, but it usually takes a few days. I missed a couple there. There's an air quality alert here where you're at due to wildfires, Canada wildfires. Oh, that's too bad. California fires again, forgot to mention. Yeah, that sucks. The new area I'm in is not as prone to wildfires as my old house, but my old house definitely has fire season still. We already had one early this year, if you all recall, when I was streaming. I think I was streaming Baldur's Gate again when that one was going on. That one was pretty close. That was just outside of town. You've had smoky air here too because of Canada fires. Yeah, it's like global warming actually is a thing, and there's more fires every year because the Earth is hotter. What a surprise! But I always say there are 5 seasons at my old house anyway. I said there's 5 seasons, including fire season, every year instead of the typical 4. You also had fireworks recently too. Yeah. I think we got off pretty lucky with fireworks in my area. I don't think it caused any fires here. If so, I did not see or read anything about it here in my new house or in the old house. I mean, they ban fireworks within certain city limits. That didn't stop people here, but in my old town, it did. Don't know if I heard about the atrocity near Wheatland. A whole fireworks warehouse exploded. No, I didn't. In Esparto. No, I didn't. That sucks. That's too bad. I hope everyone's okay. The floods recently were pretty sad to read about too. Seven people died. Oh, that's too bad. Surprisingly, your town was tame with backyard fireworks this year. Yeah, my new town was really loud. I was like, oh yeah, I'll stay in the new town for the 4th weekend. That was the same week that I rented the U-Haul and I was tired anyway, and I was like, holy crap! I put earplugs in and the noise canceling, and it's a suburb, so it was definitely more people than my old rural town was, and it was very, very loud. Fear it was nice not having to deal with fireworks this year. Yeah, they don't celebrate it down there, do they? I'm sure they have their own celebrations, but not the 4th of July. All right, y'all. My voice is getting a little bit tired. It's been lovely catching up with everybody and seeing some familiar faces after so long. But I'm going to call it here. This week I do have to drive back to my old house, but it's probably going to be Wednesday that I do that. So I think tomorrow I will try to stream again for a couple of hours and to needle his way in, Jeremy's way into to Annalise, and be that stubborn pustule on the back of your ass, I guess. All Fear has to deal with is kangaroos. Fear has been getting tons of really cool outings and stuff down in Australia. I've been enjoying seeing your pictures of the wildlife and stuff that you've been sending the group. I've really been enjoying it. I'm glad you're having such a good time down there. Even you're on vacation though, so you get to be lazy. You know, you're like, even if you didn't get up today and go and see stuff, it doesn't matter because you're on vacation. You get to have fun. I'm saying sleep in and then go see the stuff. Drop bears, watch out for those. Drop bears are a humorous hoax in Australian folklore. Okay, I was wondering. Carnivorous koalas, I got you. You're going to the city again tomorrow? Nice. Not gonna lie, you don't want to leave? Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I know you have a job and everything here, but I think with a U.S. passport, you can stay somewhere up to Australia and Canada. I think we can stay up to 6 months. So you don't have to come back immediately. You have work and school? Yeah, you can get another job, right? I'm just kidding. I know you'll have to come back home at some point, and you won't want to leave, but you'll have to. So yeah, schedule-wise, look for me right around the same time tomorrow, between 5:30 and 6 p.m. Pacific start time, which is between 8:30 and 9 Eastern. We'll probably go for a couple hours, voice allowing, depending on how much of a pustule he can be on Annie's ass or Snow's. Snow was very diplomatic, I have to admit. Snow was very diplomatic tonight. He was very diplomatic. Leave of absence. Fortunately, your ETA only lets you stay for 3 months at a time. Oh, okay. Well, either way. Yeah, other than that, hope you all enjoyed it. I hope I did her father justice. I was really pushing the bounds of not being a complete asshole, you know, sticking within server rules, but he could have been worse. And based on what she wrote about him, he could have been much worse. But it's fine. You hate him, so good job. Well, considering everybody wanted to kill him, I think that's always a good sign. Hey, V. 2 of 10 performance will send notes. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Just what an actor wants is notes besides applause. All right, y'all. We're gonna call it here. I know it was a short stream, but I didn't know it would have been longer if I didn't find her immediately. But since we found her immediately in the first town we went to, we will go ahead and call it here while the asshole sleeps off his drunkenness as he cradles his bottle, going to sleep, the only thing he truly loves. And we will see you all tomorrow for the next segment of Annalise's father's story. So I do hope everyone gets their rest. Be sure to eat. Be sure to stay hydrated. And we'll catch you on the next stream. Have a good night, everybody. This song is too repetitive. I'm switching to a different one as we close out.